All right, welcome back to Gakwaya with AI, and today we are continuing with our task that we had yesterday. So yesterday we met with a new friend here. He's called Nikita, and Nikita had some issues with his AWS, and we thought we could help him, so we chose to take a look. So now we want to share what we have found out. Yeah, so that's one of the thing. But apart from that, we have a number of other things that we are going to discuss about. So yes, stay tuned and be with us as we are making this work. Yeah. So one of the key things that I realized when I was looking at Nikita's case was few things. Yes, was very few key things that I realized. Number one was the issue of size. Let's look at it from the perspective. So the task was to install ta-lib in a new instance. So I will get rid of this instance. I will terminate this, and then we can start a new instance from afresh. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. So I'm terminating this so that we can start together with you guys, and I'm sure he will find a video if he's not yet in here. He will get a video and be able to see, and also will share with you how you can upload things to the AWS instance, EC2, your EC2 instance, easy and fast. The good thing is I'm going to terminate all the instances that I'm making, so most of the information will be public here, and you cannot do anything with that information. Why? Because they are going to be gone after the video. So that's one of the key and the good thing. So if you want to create instance on AWS, just for the same simple step, register, then go to EC2, and then I will not do any other magic apart from basic information. So my server will be called YouTube Live. Yeah, web server. Because everyone is seeing that, so it's very, very interesting. And on choosing, I'm going to choose Ubuntu. So you can choose a number of devices. I'm going to choose Ubuntu specifically. And one of the things that I have made already, which I'm going to choose, make sure you are on the free first of all. I'm on a free tier. What are the free tier giving you? It gives you some number of information, some number of key things. 1 GB memory, 1 vCPU. So it's very, very limited. Yeah, it's very limited, which you can do something, but it's really very limited. It's very limited. But yeah, we are going to go with that. We are going to work with that. On the key pair, you have to create, but I created one already. But you have to create. I will use the one I created. I don't have to recreate that. After that, I think I'm good to go. Have not clicked any other button. I will go just direct to launch the instance. So it will take a couple of seconds to launch your new amazing server, which is so limited. Trust me, these sizes are very ridiculous. I don't know how you can do that, but yeah, I understand. I really understand, but I don't know. So my instance is up and running. We can see that here. So the instance is up and running. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to use on the web terminal. There's no reason of having it otherwise. I can have it on my own terminal, but what for? For who exactly? So yeah. And the main thing that we are solving, I will take you through to understand why exactly they become challenges, why those errors were there, and how did they limit the process. And it has been a very interesting challenge for Nikita. And I saw a lot. It's actually, I can say there is no solution online, and this is the first solution that you are going to be seeing live here. Yes, we are going to be sharing the first solution live because it's not there. It's not there. There's number. You can try to see, but there is no solution for this challenge we are solving. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you, Tammy. Feel free, welcome. Feel free to ask you questions or anything that you think you want to know. Please shoot it. Good. So our instance is ready to be accessed. We go to connect, and from there, I'll go to connect dialect. Now this one is going to connect to me to this instance using the username. So the username automatically has been renamed. My username I'm given Ubuntu, so that's the name, the username I'm using. And there it is on web terminal. And I can do any terminal thing I want to do on a computer. So if you are familiar with the terminal command prompt or commands, this is where you shine. This is where I think so. This is where you can shine. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I love to start with clear. I don't know why. I have been trying to stop myself from clearing this terminal as much, but it's becoming my tendency to like to clear the terminal. Malia, how are you? I love that. I love to clear the terminal a lot. So I don't know. I'll work on that. So yeah, let me now tell you the two challenges that Nikita was facing. Nikita was facing the idea he wanted to install a library, very popular library for data analysts who are dealing with mostly trading and kind of things, kind of monitoring stocks and the like. It's called ta-lib. It's in a long form. It's called technical something, I think. Yeah. Technical analysts, yeah, technical analysis or something like that library. So this library is very heavy, number one. So it's very heavy, and looking at the environment itself that the AWS are giving you for the free is very limited. So when we were trying to install even yesterday, because he raised this issue yesterday, on when I was live, and he said, you know what, can you look at this? It's not working. I've done a number of search, I've done a lot of Google search, but it is not working. So we looked at it quickly, and I said, okay, you know what, let me sleep on it. I will come to you with a proper solution tomorrow because I'm going to be live. Yeah. So the number one challenge is the size of the library, the demand of the library, and the size of the overall capacity of AWS free tier is not meeting. So you need to do some maneuver. You need to change some of the things to make ta ta-lib install into free tier. And the number one thing that you need to do, you need to make sure that you change the size, or you create a size place that it's going to act like a memory swap. Yeah. So you get from the total size that you are given. Let's see. How much are we given, by the way, of hard disk? Free H, I think. Yeah. So the sizes are ridiculous. And the swap, we don't have swap. The memory we have is just already, it's going out, I think. Yeah, it's finished now. Total we have is 957. Used is this. Free is this. So it's really hard for a very heavy application. To use it. I can share your password. Okay, that's amazing. You can share my password. I don't know what does that mean. So now what we are going to do to make this work, to make us able to install ta-lib into this particular instance, first of all, we need to create a swap file. Yeah, we need to create a swap where it can be used to add capacity on the main memory that we have. That's the first key thing. So let's do that. Yes, you're saying about what, Mark? I don't get it. But are you okay? How is your day going? No, you can create a free AWS. You can create a free account, and it will not cost you anything. And you can create an instance, and in a few seconds. So it doesn't need you anything. You don't need to get my password at all. You can have it for free, yours. So you don't need to spend any time trying to crack my password whatsoever. Because this account will be dead after a few minutes. So why going through all that? Yeah, let's make it a permission, because the first one was specifically to add a swap space to a given compilation, so that it can help us when the system is trying to compile, it will be having a space to use. Because when you have a small RAM, then when it tries to load everything on the RAM, it will go out of memory, because RAM play a very big role when it comes to application running on your computer. Yeah, so that's why we are doing this. All right, so this one is to add now permission to that swap file. And you can Google this for more details if you want to learn more. But the main thing we are doing here, we are creating a support. We are like adding a RAM on this particular device, which is helpful to make whatever I want to do in this limited environment to be possible. Yeah. So now what we are doing here, we want to format the swap file that we have just created. Yeah. So we say, okay, MK swap, then we specify which we are talking about, and we call a swap file. All right. There we go, and after that we go to sudo swap on swap file, and this will be the fully activating that particular thing. So yeah, let's see. All right, I think so. We are good. So if we can verify now to see if we got a space in our system, we can see now we have a swap space of 2 GB, which is good. And we are taking this, we got this space from the main storage that they're giving us, and now we are using 2 GB for RAM activities. So the RAM will be having a place to use as a support whenever it needs additional space to do specific tasks. So yeah, this is one of the key things that you need to do. Nikita, if you are going to watch this video later, make sure that you add this, but you do this first for your free version. But if you are using paid one, you are paying, you don't need to stress about this. I will show you now the actual other solution that you need to do. Because the funny thing about ta-lib is it's complex. It have this, because the Python library is just wrapper over the complex C# library. So for the Python library to work, it need to get the C# library well installed. Now the challenge is when you try to install and you use the normal standard like pip or UV, you get a lot of issues. Now what was now the actual solution that solved this? After making sure you have a space, enough memory space, the next thing you need to do is you need to use Conda. Why Conda is better is because it can deal directly with the Python and the system libraries. That's another benefit of Conda comparing to other library management where they just package management which are dealing only with the specific language. So pip is dealing with only Python packages. It doesn't stress about what the device needs to make that work. That's good. That's great. I hear you. Yeah, so that's where we are now going to install here. The main thing we are going to install here to solve our problem is the Conda. So we need to install Conda, and I think I have already the command. You just need to download it, and after downloading it from here, so you go to lipo conda anaconda mini conda min3 blah blah blah. You get that URL, you download that. What did I do? After downloading that, you install that, and then you are good to go. Yeah, I think we don't think about swap file a lot when we are stressing about RAM in computers. I don't know why, but it's something that I think it need to be mentioned a lot. I don't know why people don't mention it a lot. Yeah, so let's learn the installer of mini Conda. So we are going to run that. That is bash min conda, which is the downloaded file. There's no magic here. There is no special thing. You download it and then you run the installer. So, and there is no specific special thing that someone can. Oh, I have to read all this. Yes, and type yes when you are done reading, and press enter to confirm the location, and let it do what it knows better to install. You're welcome. You're welcome. What are you doing, by the way? I'm fixing. Someone was trying to install ta-lib in AWS free tier, and it was not working because of two main reasons. One problem was the memory, the RAM of the free tier, but another problem was the C++ library that has to support the wrapper library of ta-lib, because he's using Python, so he was supposed to. You need to have the system libraries that can do the actual work. Actually, the Python is just wrapper. Yeah, so that's what he left it here yesterday, and I looked at it, I fixed it, and I'm presenting it back. Yeah, thank you for asking. Not really. That can be part of it, but the main part was to fix, because I'm on AWS free tier instance, EC2 instance. So those were the challenges, and we couldn't, like, where is the problem? Why are you failing to install? So he tried pip and it was not working. And I looked at it yesterday when he lays it on my live, and I was okay, let me look at that quickly. It sounds like it's easy, but then I realized no, it's not. Let me give it a time. So when I looked at it, I realized those key things. Space was the issue, the RAM, and the other things that I mentioned. So that's why even this Conda came in, because it's one of the best when it comes to management of system libraries and Python libraries or packages. Okay. So let's now reload the shell, because we have installed the mini Conda. So let's learn the shell. All right. Yeah, yes, human. I love the name, human. That's so good. Because if it was about virtual RAM, that could be over, I think, right? And now when you, for whoever, if you are doing the installation of mini Conda, you need to export. So you need to make sure that you export to make it work. Because if you don't export, you will not see it, you will not access it on the terminal. I've faced that some number of times. So it's interesting. It's interesting, yep. There we go. So we are done with that, and then we need to reload. I can go back to reload, and with that, what am I missing now? With that, I think I need to, let's check if we are done, because I think that would be good. All right, so the Conda is now installed. So I think we are almost there to the final part for the fix of Nikita, yeah. Because as long as that you have installed the Conda, the next thing is to create the virtual environment that you are going to work on. And that is straight as you can imagine. Yeah. You can imagine. And he also asked another thing, which I think I should also share, because he was trying to figure out how he can upload files to his EC2, and that was question when we was trying to look at it. I said, okay, we can look at that tomorrow. So I think, yeah, we'll look at that after finishing this, after installing the library and making sure that we are done with this part, because you can't jump to another thing before you are done with one thing. And I'm tempted to clean the terminal, but I will do that. I'm trying to resist it, which I don't. Yep, but I did it, so it's okay. By the way, where am I? Okay, I'm in the right place, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We call. Yeah, so that's good. Then we can make our Conda. We can make our Conda environment, and it's easy. We can call it anyway, so you can give it any name as long as that you are happy with the name you are saying. Hi Kinney, how are you? Nice to see you. It's beautiful to see you, Kinney. Ino J, I see you. How are you, Ino? Thank you guys from TikTok. I really appreciate you. We are still projecting YouTube direct to TikTok because my stream key is not working. I don't know for what reason, but yeah, I'm sure you will understand and forgive that for this particular time until we fix that. Let's see, tomorrow is a working day because they say it take 1 to 2 days. We figure out what is the problem, because I don't post another thing apart from AI encoding, so I don't know what happened to make my key stop working. But yeah, it's okay. It's really okay. It's called ta-lib. ta-lib, you'll see in a few minutes. It's a library that he used in a lot of data analytic. Very powerful Python quote-unquote library, but it's a wrapper of C++. But yeah. So another thing that you, if you are going to try ta-lib, it's Python 3.12 is ideal. Trust me, because I have looked at it, I have tested a number of them, and this one seems to be the best option when you want to use that. No, there's no such thing, man. There's no such thing, human. It's just, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't want to even guess what. I don't know. I'll leave that. Yes, exactly, ta-lib. I don't want to guess what they imagine, but for some reason my key is not working, and I understand. So yeah, we created the environment. Okay, what am I missing there? I always like to cross-check and make sure that I'm not missing anything. You see, like here. You see what I did? I think I'm speaking about TikTok a lot. Let me leave them alone. Instead of writing Conda, I'm writing Cond. Yeah, Conda creates that. I should go through. All right. I'm missing. Okay, error argument, invalid choice, create. Why am I writing these things? Who liked create like that? If you are talking about people, let's talk about idea, guys. Let's leave the TikTok issue around. Yes, imagine I'm writing create without E and I'm expecting the code to wait. And that's what I said last time. I said all the challenge you face on coding, mostly they are reflecting you. You can be able to point finger to computer, but most of the time you are the cause in one way or another. Either you are forcing things or you are making things in a certain way that is not supposed to be. So, but it's easy to say, no, this is not working because of that, or my code is clean. But after coding for some time, you know that all the errors are caused by you. Every error, even if it's like this one where you are using free tier, it's having small RAM, and you want to install big library, and it doesn't match. Whose problem is that? And it's going back to you. Yeah, let's now. I think we can do the initializing. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that. And then let's do the source. Okay. Okay, now we have Conda well set and well ready to activate. So let's activate our environment. And if you haven't used Conda, feel free, man. Everything there's first time, because you learn slowly and you master it. No, this one, if you are doing it in human, if you are doing it in VS Code, you have a lot of help there. It's easy. So what was the name of my, it's ta-mv. All right. Yeah. But you will make mistake, even my real mistake. Know that those are just very simple mistakes, so they are not as big as real ones. So after this, when you have this particular level, you can do now, what I do like to do is screen, and then we can try to install the library here and see if it will go through, because that's primarily the main key thing that you need to do. Yes, Kinpop, how was your Sunday, by the way? Because I'm sure you are finishing it. Was it good? Kinpop, how is everything going? So we have Conda install, Conda Forge, that's as a channel, and then we are talking about the library, and we have that for all the yeses. Let's see, finger crossed, please. I think I didn't forget anything. Otherwise, we are here to fix. That's why we are here. We're here to fix other errors and errors, which is good. So while it's installing, because it's taking some few minutes, I also tried to, because before I figured out here, I wanted to make sure that, okay, can it work easily in Docker? Because why should it be challenged? Because that's actually how I realized that the space was an issue. So I went direct to Hugging Face, and I created, because the good thing of Hugging Face also, they offer free tier. You can create any space you are creating is kind of virtual machine you can do. So if you are creating a space and you're using Docker, you have enough spaces that you can do some of the basic thing. I'm sure it's done. Yeah. The ta-lib is now installed officially, and it's done. This, I wish Nikita was here to see his solution working now, but he will follow this because it will be online. Yeah. So I will show you the Hugging Face, but before that, let's test our ta-lib if it's working now, because that's one of the good things we need to try. Yeah. So we can do the import. If it can import, then it's available. If it's not there, it will not import. But we can also try. Is anyone ever used ta-lib? Because to me, I haven't. I was introduced to this yesterday when somebody said that I'm having this issue. What should I do? I'm having this issue of installing. So I haven't used, but I have read some of the thing online yesterday and today, and I'm starting liking it. Steve-O, have you used it before? It's called functions. Yeah. Let's see. Steve-O sounds like he knows this library. Is that true? Steve-O, have you used it before, or you're in the same field of I don't know. I really don't know, because I haven't used it like that apart from getting exposed to it and trying to understand the library, but also trying to fix the issue that Nikita was telling me. Okay, so this we should give us the functions from the ta-lib. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is all. So I think we have nothing to do in here. So now another thing that he was asking also, which I know it's a number of people also face the same challenge, is how can you put files on the EC2, your EC2 instance? You have your project, you have your application, and you want to upload it to EC2, maybe files whatsoever. How can you do that? So I told him he should look at the SSH, but I didn't give him a lot of details. And the main thing is, what I want to show here is now you can do with the UI. There's a UI ready to do that specific work. You don't need to stress, you don't need to do anything. It's called FileZilla. So if you download FileZilla, FileZilla, there it is. If you download FileZilla, you can be able to use that to connect to any of your SSH supported machine and access the data via UI, via GUI. Yeah, not UI, via GUI, which is the same. Why am I confusing myself? Let's see how you connect it to your EC2 instance, because I have downloaded it. You download according to your operating system. So I have downloaded one. And now the key part is you need to connect it to your, you need to connect it to your machine. So how do you get the machine? So if we go back here, we see there is public DNS, and they give you two things, public IP and public DNS, and both of them can help you to connect using SSH if you enabled SSH when you are creating. And we can see the SSH information in a few minutes here. But yeah, so you need to copy either IP if you are okay with IPs, or either the DNS, public DNS. So if you are not happy with IP, you can go with DNS. And then let me tune to FileZilla so that we can be able to see what I'm talking about. Right? Add a new source. Yeah, it's good to see you, Kenny. It's good. We are mostly on the YouTube today, fixing this issue. We are dealing with the AWS today. Taiwario, Tai. We are dealing with AWS. We are using a free tier to install. To install one of the very powerful library, very heavy resource demanding library. Add a new source. FileZilla. That's what we are doing. We are dealing with AWS and making sure that you can use the free tier to do whatever you want. So no matter what you want, no matter how heavy it is, you can do it. Let's say like that, because I think it gives you, apart from the small RAM, I think it gives you some other good specs. I think so. So there's some benefit. There's some benefit, I think. I think there's some benefit, right? So that's why we are doing. That's what exactly we are doing. And if you can see now, we have our FileZilla. So if you have your FileZilla, you have your EC2 already running, the instance is up and running, then the only thing you need now is to connect the two. So remember, I told you that you need to create your own key when I was creating this instance. And that key acts as your password, because they give you the file you can download, and that is the one that you are going to use as a password when you are connecting this to your FileZilla, so that you can be able to drag and drop file direct to your server and the like. Of course, no, this is just for learning purpose, and nothing is going to stay after a few minutes. But if you are doing this, actually you don't need to share this with anyone. Yeah, I'm trying to answer Frappe, right? Yeah. So you don't need to expose even the IP. You can see it now, but I will be terminating this. I'll be deleting all of this instance after this video. Not after this. I will delete after finishing actually this. After uploading the file, and then we see the file and then it's deleted. But for security, you don't need to share this information with anyone. Don't. Tamba Bavuma. Wow, that sounds strange. I don't know about that name, but she sounds good. It looks like he's a good guy, right? Is Tamba Bavuma a good guy? So we are talking about, okay. So we're going to, yes, we are going to come here. We are going to use SFTP. Remember, you are using secure FTP. So make sure you choose that. SFTP. And you need to pass your DNS or your IP. Home server, they're cool, but how will you access it? At the end of the day, you need something that is on cloud. Maybe you can put your home server up, it's okay. But at the end of the day, you need something that other people can access. Because we can make this accessible if we upload our application there in a few minutes. So yeah, I have put in my DNS. The next thing here is the username. So if you are dealing with, you are using, if you didn't change when you are creating the instance, the username will be Ubuntu. Yeah. The username will be Ubuntu. So that's the same thing I'll put here, Ubuntu. And now the key here, I have to browse and find the file that I downloaded, which mostly is PEM. Its format is PEM. Yeah. If you use the different file, make sure you find that file. You can use DNS or you can use IP. It's all up to you. And don't share your information of your EC2 with anyone if you are not working together, because who knows, if you give them too much information, they can give you too much of anything. All right, always trust this, because I know it's not going to be always. And then as you can see, I'm now connected to that. I can go direct to trading file, and now I can drag files direct to trading. Let me show you. There is no magic here. This thing is supposed to be as straight as they are. It's okay. No, feel free, man. I love when somebody say hi. He's a captain of South Africa who recently won World Test Championship with his team. That sound good. No, that sound good. I don't know him, but I'll check him out. I will check that guy out. He seems to be a very good guy. And we appreciate, we need people like him who are doing things, impacting the world, changing the world for the better. Because that's matter most. And you are not disturbing, you are not distracting, you're amazing. So don't worry about that. Okay. So let's upload a few things on this server as easy as a drag and drop. That's why sometimes no one should scare you about this thing. Anyone can do this thing. Anyone actually. Like really anyone. What am I'm going to upload here? Trying to find something which is okay, fast RTC. Yeah. Have you heard about fast RTC? This library is amazing, guys. I don't know. If you are looking at amazing libraries, fast RTC is one of them also. So what did I drag? Gee, that's a bad score. No, I cannot do that. Stop. Stop. Oh, yeah. Who uploaded the MV? Yeah, that was a very bad idea. And this. Okay. It's good to hear that. It's good to hear that. No, people are doing great. I will really check that guy out. Yeah, so I'm uploading a source. This is a file, and when we go back here, dialect, I think file transfer is done. So we are good. So we can say ls. There, the file is there. And then we can cd src. So no other thing that I did apart from just connecting the two, making sure that you have your FileZilla and you are good to go. All right. So these are the this was the two main questions that Nikita was having trouble with. And with this coming of also vibe coding, you can do a lot of things, but when it's become the time of deployment can be challenging. Yeah, to ask other people is the best way to go, like what I did, and we find a solution, we share the solution, we're good to go. So yeah, thank you very much for raising this, Nikita. This was very powerful, very bold, and we love that. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. And yeah, I think my AWS is ending there, unless we have missed any other thing, because we have all that we want. It has been up for 44 minutes, so that's a long time. But yeah, now let's go to, let me show you what I was talking about, Hugging Face. So when you go to Hugging Face and you want to get another learning mode space you want to do to test a specific project, or you have a specific work, you want to test this idea and you don't have where to deploy it, but you know how to deal with Docker and the like. So you can come on Hugging Face, create your account there, and then create a new space. So the new space gives you chance to deploy a number of things. Yeah. A new space gives you chance to deploy a number of things. I will say YouTube. It gives you the chance to deploy Gradio application or Docker, but mostly I think you come here for Docker or Gradio. Gradio has a lot of options these days. You can do MCP with Gradio actually, and there's a lot of things you can do. The good thing about Docker now, you can do almost everything. You can do many things with Gradio. You can do everything with Docker, because Docker will create a container where you can put whatever you want inside that container. So if you create this container, you are good to go. You can choose specifically the branch. That's the branch container. That's my choice all the time. When I'm coming here, I don't know why. I should change that, because I never choose the end of the template. And that is very unfair, because somebody worked on this very serious. Actually, I have to try Jupyter Lab next time. Yeah, I should do that. I should do that. And I'm showing that while this guy is still on top. Yeah, so you come to Hugging Face, you create new space, you pass the name, you choose the SDK you want. Docker is the only thing that I've seen working for me on this. Not other things they don't work, but I never search for them. But yeah. So you get your blank, and then you are good to go. From there, you are really good to go. ZenML, chat UI, panel. I really don't know. The funny thing is, or the interesting thing is, you can also even test some of the already made image, Docker image, into this using the space with the Hugging Face. Only one thing you need to remember is their port. They have the specific port that they support on this part. So without that, then your Docker will not be, your app will not work. Yeah. They mentioned it, yeah. It's supposed to be 7860. That is the exposed port on your Docker file or whatsoever. Whatever you are building, no matter how complex it is, when it comes to the port, make sure if you are going to use this, make sure you go with that. I haven't dig deep that you can change it, and I have no time to do that most of the time, because I do use these free spaces for testing purpose only. So changing the exposed on the Docker file doesn't cost me anything. So it's okay, I will change to 7860. Maybe there's a way to go around that, which I don't know, and I haven't invested any second to figure that out. But yeah, now with that said, you can be able to run your own whatever application you want with this machine. Because remember, this is a computer which comes with the specification. I think we jumped it. Yeah, let's go to specification here, which comes with this particular specification. Yeah, let's go to pub. So you have a computer. Here is your hardware. It's having 2 vCPU. Remember the other one, the EC2, they are giving you one, I think. Yeah, that's what they showed us. They're giving you one. On this end, on EC2, but on Hugging Face they are giving you 2, but also they are giving you RAM of 16 GB RAM. That's a huge, amazing RAM you can imagine. Amazing. This is very good. So if you want to test some idea, please start with Hugging Face. Spin your whatever you want to spin in and put it in your Docker file, and then you are good to go. You'll be able to test it, see what it can do, how it can work, and then from there you clear the space. It's done. Yeah, and because they have some limit for freeze, because if it's not being used, they are going to put it at sleep, and then yeah, because they need either it's fully used. If it's not used, then why should they spend their hardware on something that nobody even is looking at? But if people are accessing it, it will be on for a very long time. But another thing you need to remember that all the code you are putting here, if you use public, everyone can see the code, can download the code. So, and also if you create one, this information goes to all. People can see this information easily, that okay, there is new space that has been created. So if you are doing something that is so private, okay, then go to EC2, but you see the limit. Otherwise you can do the private. Yeah, you can do here the private, but because private means that you have to allow some people to access that particular space, which is tricky, but is interesting. Yeah. So that's what you can do. But also on the same line now, on the same line for ta-lib, I had to test this. Where is it? Where is my listened? Yeah, here it is. I had to test this. And this one is a simple but very interesting app. It's the first API that is utilizing ta-lib to monitor the top 5. Yeah, to monitor the top 5. The 5 giant. How can I call 5 giants? I don't remember. The big companies, the top 5 big companies, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're big, maybe, who knows. Yeah, so it's so basic, but the good thing, why I'm talking about this is all of this it worked on the first run, and I was like, wait, what is the problem? That's where I realized that, okay, I think there is something which is missing on the EC2, because it was so simple that made me feel like, no, it's not supposed to work like that. It shouldn't be that simple. Of course it should work, but not this easy. This is too easy. Let me show you the Docker file. It's too easy to be like that. So the Docker file is made up with almost 20 lines. So we have the image, which means that it's the Linux powered with the mini Conda already. And then from there, we are creating the environment here. And then we are passing this. We are creating the environment and we are installing all the libraries. And then from there, oh, time is up. We do the rest of the thing. And boom, it's working. It was too easy that that's helped me to figure out why EC2 was crazy. Yeah, so for that, I think this end up with all this mess of all these issues here. But apart from that, feel free to ask any question. If you have a question, if you have a challenge, please raise it up, because this was brought by someone on the same context. They had some challenges and they say, okay, I think we can ask. If you can help us, it's okay. If you don't, it's okay. But we'll ask. And here we are. We are solving the problem. Yep. So good, so good. And this is also terminated. So this is no longer going to be available. It's being deleted. If you saved the IP, it's not going to be useless now. Yeah. So let's go to my today's activity. I have how many minutes? I have almost less than 30 minutes, which is good. Less than 30 minutes. So today I want to finalize on the automation part, because that's another part I always like to look at. There's a number of automation that I'm working on and I'm testing. And I met this other video of Crew AI. So Crew AI, they have introduced automation in Python in their library. It's so cool that I was tempted to stop using N8n because I use N8n, but also I use sometime the Langflow. Yeah, it's Langflow. Is it Langflow? Yeah, I use Langflow sometime, but using code is way more better comparing to all of this. Why? One of the two benefits is you can integrate it dialect into your code. That's what I was really impressed about. Like, okay, I can integrate this dialect into my code. But another thing is, if you know about N8n, I don't know if they changed that, but I could not stream, and I can't stream as of now. I can't stream the responses. And that is not what I want. Because AI without streaming, it's really time consuming. You have to wait without knowing what are they doing. But when you are streaming, you give that chance to the user to feel like, okay, something is happening. Even if you are streaming one character per second, but that doesn't happen normally. However, apart from that, if you are able also to stream some of the tool activities, so maybe the task is very, very heavy, but also there's a way that user can be connected direct. Because when I look at N8n, sometimes I think like, you know what, it's not meant to be used direct with the UI front end where user wait for the feedback from the automation. No, it's meant to be done on the background. So you spin it, it will do the thing on the background, and then boom, you get the result at the end of the day. That's my thinking sometimes, because if you cannot stream, how will I keep someone aware that something is happening? I don't know. What do you think? Am I overthinking about this? Or I'm totally out of the N8n messy? Because I really like it. I really like N8n. Okay, so let me finalize this, and then I'll be out of here. So okay. It's going. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm good for today. Yes. How are you guys? Nice to have you here. He's a captain of South Africa. Captain. Okay. Shotgun. Shotgun, what happened to your eyes? Did I miss that? Oh, and I don't see. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Mm. Yes, hi, how are you? You good? Welcome, Sai. Welcome to AI with Gakwaya. Actually, now it's coding with Gakwaya. I think that will be real. No. For my dashboard UI UX. Okay, what are you using exactly? What are you using? Are you using I have made a UI already, but in the back end, how do I add information to it? Okay, so you have back end and front end, is that correct? And what is your back end made? Is made up with Node, Python, PHP? How did you make your your back end? Oh, I see. I see. That's actually, yeah, that's okay. So, okay. Now the front end you're talking about, you made it in what? You made it in a HTML, vanilla HTML, or you used, because the good thing about this, let's say, oh, I love this question. Let me take you back a little bit. When we go back to your N8n, do you have a chart right here? You have a chart. So actually, that's what I was doing. I did a live last week. There's a way now to change that to become kind of an API. You can make it to be like an API. What you do, you convert the whole thing of this. Let me show you. And I did also, I did the video for that. I did the HTML. Yeah, I'll show you what I did. To be easy. That's a good idea. That's what I was talking, Andy. Thank you for bringing that. People search was the people search. Let me verify that. Not that one. Yeah. Yeah. People search. Code crafter. It's code crafter, right? Yep. So what you're going to do, you're going to convert your working N8n to become a web hook. So I did a full application where you can log in. I think this is the authentication, probably. Let's call his finger, yes. Yeah. No, that's not the one. Too many projects that now I'm not remembering. But yeah, you need to convert your working N8n workflow to webhook. And then from there, you can be able to use that webhook, because when you create a webhook, you get a URL that you can use as API. So you don't need to have a backend as I was asking you before. So yeah, here is some of the example. This is a form which made in N8n, and it's getting the information from the form. Will you help me with my project? Yeah, let's answer. Which project is that, Mister? I can help to get you some answers that are going to help you to move forward. So this is going back to Sai. So Sai, this will give you a URL that you can use to connect to your application, your UI, and be able to do whatever you want. So if you are sending information, yeah, I did a full application using N8n, and N8n was doing the login, registering. All the information was going to the Google Sheet, and then from there you are good to go. I thought you had a no, this is not. It's not. That's interesting. Thank you for thinking of that. I'm creating a chat app where people can chat with both rooms with profile pic, okay? And you want to use N8n as fully your solution. I have to get my N8n thing. It should be not this one without name, as that would be bad. No. Because you can do that if you don't know, if you haven't done any backend, but you are comfortable with N8n, you can do much. You can do much, because I did that login and registering and the game, because I was creating a game actually. Yeah, now I remember. I was creating a game that, is it on, did I upload it on Hugging? GitHub, let me verify that. I don't remember if I uploaded that, because I do number of video about the UI template, then I try to connect it with backend. The information is to be retrieved from the WhatsApp chatbot and entered in the storage space so the client will be able to see. But now, the information, let me tell you, let's go slow. Most of the work is done on the N8n workflow. Is that correct, Sai? Is that correct, Sai, that most of the information are managed from the N8n? This is for it. Okay. I see that. People search, Codecraft Award. So if most of the things are being done on N8n, so do all the magic on N8n, and the UI should be just the entrance to your N8n and getting the information from N8n to the UI. That's the only way. Yes, so that means the only thing you need, so first of all, make the N8n that workflow that works with a chart. Make sure you are happy with the chart, it's working. Then from there, replace the chart with the webhook. Just switch, remove the chart, put the webhook, and then you are good to go. Yeah, remove the chart, put the webhook, and you are good to go. ZXZ, how can we collaborate? What are you working on? You say you are UI expert? I think, oh, I didn't get it properly. So what are you working on, ZXZ? Let me find this project I was working on for game. There it is. So here, look, Sai, this is the game for geez, how do we call this game? Or something? I don't know. I can access Figma. I don't remember even the game name. Now this is bad, but yeah. But I have it running. I'm very positive I have it running because I was showing it and the, let me see, game. No. Now this one, this is a full project. Because it was just HTML. When you have a good working N8n workflow, you just need a simple UI in front. So this one, would you be interested in a quick call It's somehow with a... No, you can just raise it here. It's easy when we solve it right here. But yeah. So what you do, yeah, it become easy that way. But otherwise, we can see what to do. You just build the automation, give it the two part, and then it's working. I was showing this. I don't remember how many days ago, but yeah, it was good. Let me see. It is an interesting project. I agree. I agree. It sounds good. It sounds real good. Sound real good. Sound real good. So Z&Z, you say Figma. You can talk me through. Take me through your project. Let me hear what is it like. Let me hear what is it like. So back to you, Sai. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I will see what I can do. Okay, I'll see what I can do let me share you guys my email. Related to appointment, booking, and leads management. Okay, that's good. That's really good. But are you done with the N8n workflow? For sure. Just a quick minute. Short mean. Where is it? Okay, so then you are almost done, man. You are really almost done. I wish I could see that. Let me see, because if I can see it, maybe I can be more interested and look if I can spend some time with you. But I'm happy to help you even without seeing it. If you can ask, but if you insist to me to see it, it's okay though. It's really okay. Let me see. What is that? All right. Yeah, I'm going to do that shortly. Just a minute, please. ZXZ, I'm going to share you the email in just a minute. I'm just getting my email. Just getting my email. N8n is making things become easier. Trust me, because I have tested it. The only challenge that I was not actually, because I was thinking and I didn't try, was this one where you can log in. I don't know why I can't remember where I pressed the HTML, because just a one page HTML. Let me look at this first. Let me look at this HTML. Just a minute. Give me just some second. I see this HTML. And yeah, just few minutes, guys. HTML. It has been a while, I think. Is it? How long has it Update window. 3 weeks, 1 week? No. Not really. No. Thank you. Think is not in here. I can't believe this game is... Wow. Oh, when it comes now to things like HIPAA, compliance, and looking at your targeted customer, that's a very interesting part. You need first of all to know your customer, man, because your customers are the key part. So if there's anything that deals with the patient information, then you need to think about that. You can use Olama, but are you having a good environment, a server that can support that? Because it's everyone wish to own their AI. Everyone wish. But the issue is, do you have the environment that can support that? How many people can you support? If you have, then that's the only way to go. Actually, if you are building anything bigger and you think you have the muscle to deal with it, no, the Docker is not an issue. The issue is the RAM, the specification that it will demand, because it needs a GPU which is very, very good. But if you use the small models with your Llama, maybe your app will not do what you want it to do. And another thing, the government is bringing AI to the government. What model are they supporting? There's a model I'm sure they are going to recommend. And also, some hospitals, I'm sure they are adapting to AI. What model are they using when they are turning toward AI? And most of hospitals, they are using Microsoft products. So maybe they might be using something in that line. So you need to do a lot of research to figure out about that part. That, okay, what should I use? And what is being acceptable out there? But you can think that Olama is easy. It's good for for idea if you are just playing with computer, but not really application, because you need to get a very good space. Where are you going to host it? Maybe you are going to host in a good environment that you have enough. What is your hosting idea and the hosting plan? What are the specification of the computer, the instance that is going to run your hosting? Okay. I was so much interested on so much investing on researching about these small models that somebody can run and manage your application. But most of them, they are good for if you are learning that, hey, but if you are doing really actual work, it's not. You find out that it's hard for someone to pay if you are running on that, because you will see, try it, you will tell me. Maybe you get a good space, but there's also some providers that are giving very. What is happening? Okay, there's some good providers that are giving very nice private AI, so you can look at that and try it. So guys, yeah, here is my email. If you can send me whatever you want to share with me, that would be okay. I see, that's why it's not. It was supposed to be like that. Yeah. Yeah, so please share me whatever you want to share me. If you are adding me to something, share me the images. I recommend the images. Yeah, wherever you are going. No, it's okay. It's okay. So the key thing is, the key thing is look at, if you are going to host it with the AWS, they offer they can also host some of the model, but there's a lot of other AI providers that they allow you to learn your own model. So you can, when you think about Docker, it sounds easier, but it's demanding, because I tried to learn some of the model on my VPS and it was no good idea. It was totally not good idea. Yeah, so think of that. Think of that and you'll see. You see, when you are happy, and if it's involving some of the patient's information, you just need to think outside the box and look where you can, because that's there's a serious money there. So you just need to look how you can convince them. Because if they feel like you are not taking their data serious, you know what happened. Okay, I think my time is up. Really appreciate you guys. You have been so amazing. And yeah, if you have any question, please raise the question, raise the issues. We can be able to look at different challenges. I'm coming here only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll be back here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 7 Mountain Time and up to 9. So yeah, it's good. It's good timing. When you have a question, shoot it. I do AI, I do number of automation, but I do live code sometime. So I'm moving actually mostly on Python these days. I want to do a lot of Python. Why? It's because I want to do real coding. Yeah, I want to do real coding. So that's one of the things that I'm investing much. So yeah, if you have questions, you have issues, or you have anything, I'll be happy to look at, to think about it, and to see how I can help. Yeah, coming with that is the way to go. Until next time, guys. Peace.